The BIOS Living compression pump is not a gimmick. It was developed by the top people in the field of venous blood flow, and it can drastically improve the quality of life for people that use it, or even prevent a life-threatening blood clot.
We go everywhere with it. We don't go anywhere without it. It's part of our lives now, it's part of his body now, and it actually has been a godsend.
Our initial exposure to the pump was a television news story about research done at McMaster Medical Center. It showed that after using the device, people were not only getting their mobility back, there was evidence that it was curing diabetic ulcers on feet. This is a condition that is very difficult to treat, and in many cases leads to amputation because of poor circulation.
When we discussed the product with home health care businesses, it was clear to us that they see a lot of people with circulation problems, and they all said the same thing. If this product does what the medical studies have shown, it will be a breakthrough for people with circulation issues, and it will ultimately change the medical protocols for dealing with these conditions.
We've done trials. We send them out for 3 to 4 days so that they can actually try the unit, and they'll tell within 24 hours they're calling me and telling me that there is a difference. Perfect example, a gentleman came in, I was measuring him for compression stockings. I seen how severe his pain was, how severe his swelling was, and I said to him, I says, it's going to take 7 to 10 business days to get the stockings in for him. I said, would you be interested in trying the unit? He tried the unit, and I explained what the unit did and everything. Tried the unit on. He didn't even leave the store. He said, can you please call my doctor and ask him to get me a prescription? And his doctor did, and we got him one covered by his insurance.
While we were investigating the market, we didn't see post-operative or neurosurgical patients that were frequently used in the studies, but we would frequently see people with very large, swollen legs, with pain and cramping, whose lives were obviously being affected by this condition, and it was debilitating.
I had an opportunity to try the BIOS Living compression pump. I jumped at the chance, and I love it. It's really changed my life.
I have no problems recommending the BIOS compression pump to anybody.
Since I've been wearing this pump, which is 5 months now, I have never had one cramp in my leg. It's a fantastic piece of equipment, and I probably think it's only going to get better as time goes on.
We've met people with medical conditions such as post-thrombotic syndrome, which normally follows a deep vein thrombosis or a blood clot, intermittent claudication, which is often related to cardiac issues that have compromised the circulation system. Those people can only walk for very short periods before the swelling and pain require them to stop and literally put their feet up to drain the blood that is collected in their lower legs. And people who have to stand all day that have developed painful varicose veins, people with leg cramps, and restless leg syndrome.
In most cases, people don't know the names of their medical conditions. All they know is that their legs and their feet are very sore, and it's affecting the quality of their life. They're tired of fighting with compression stockings, or they find compression stockings just too uncomfortable to wear all the time. They're searching for an alternative therapy, and when they try the BIOS Living compression pump, it literally changes their outlook on life.
He's now being able to walk great distances with the BIOS Living compression pump. He had terrible cramping in his leg due to circulatory problems. And 5 months ago, after purchasing this article, he actually can walk great distances. We can go to festivals with our friends now and don't have to stop every half a block for him to rest because the cramping is excruciating. It's made a great difference in our life. It's given our life back.
At BIOS Living, we have a lot of products that help people. But the BIOS Living compression pump is really making a difference for a lot of people. The secret is to get them to try it just for a few days. It's not a gimmick, and within an hour, they'll realize that it's made a huge difference.